On Monday, Rigathi Gachagua gave a press briefing where he claimed that President William Ruto is on a mission to have him assassinated, or rather to be eliminated from the face of the earth. Here's what he said.
May 2025, I received intelligence reports that President William Ruto had ordered that I be dealt with once and for all. And since the goons sponsored by the state on several occasions had failed, police and other state security agencies had to come in. At about 11 a.m., same Sunday, 18th May 2025, this information was communicated to the Inspector General of Police, the Director General of the National Intelligence Service, and the Director of Criminal Investigations by the CS Interior Kipchumba Murkomen, and consequently, a killer squad composed of 101 lethal and dreaded officers from the administration police and seconded to the National Intelligence Service, accompanied by officers from the DCI, the Anti-Terrorism Police Unit, the General Service Unit, and the regular police were deployed.
Now, Rigathi claims that he has received intelligence that there's a specific killer squad dedicated to eliminating him from the face of the earth. And this squad consists of 101 lethal and dreaded officers drawn from the DCI, Anti-Terrorism Police Unit, GSU, and regular administration police, and those ones deployed to NIS. Now, I'm not so sure where Rigathi got this intelligence from. But not only that, also whether this intelligence that Rigathi is giving a press briefing about can be reliable. The question we need to be asking ourselves is whether President William Ruto is really interested in having Rigathi Gachagua eliminated, because I think that if the president wanted to assassinate Rigathi Gachagua, then he would have done it 1 or 2 years ago. What we are seeing is simply a Rigathi Gachagua, an impeached Rigathi Gachagua, who is trying to play into the emotions of the people. That is my opinion, though, because it is the same Rigathi Gachagua who was planning to have Raila Odinga assassinated during the protests that were being led by Raila Odinga over the inflated cost of living. And even Oscar Sudi told us that Rigathi Gachagua was planning to have Raila Odinga assassinated.
Ya mwisho wakati ya maandamano ya opposition ama wakati ya maandamano ya Raila Odinga na timu yake, so unajua kenye ulikuwa unataka kufanya kama tungekuwa erefu ama tungekuwa pale so unajua kenye ulikuwa unasukuma.
Much as Rigathi Gachagua is William Ruto's #1 chief headache in the current political circumstances, I don't think that it is William Ruto's intention to have this gentleman go to the grave. I think that had Rigathi Gachagua been the president, had he been in William Ruto's shoes, he would have done what he is now thinking that William Ruto is planning to do to him. Rigathi's claims that the president is attempting to assassinate him did not begin yesterday, and that is why I question the reliability of the intelligence reports that Rigathi says that he had obtained. Because we can remember in November 2024, Gachagua made the very same claims that President Ruto was attempting to assassinate him, and that was due to the attacks on his convoy, vandalism of his vehicles, and assaults on supporters, including women and children, and alleged police inaction during those events in November 2024. Another event where Gachagua claimed that the president was having an intention of eliminating him was in December 28, 2024, and that was in Nyandarua County. And we all know that that was the event where police lobbed tear gas towards Rigathi Gachagua in what Rigathi claimed was an attempt to deprive him of his security and thus clear the way for his assassination. Kenyans are very receptive to statements and claims that evoke sympathy and great contempt for the government. That is why it has been reported that the Mount Kenya people are protesting because of the alleged assassination attempt against their kingpin, Rigathi Gachagua. At this moment in time, I don't think William Ruto can afford to have Rigathi Gachagua out of the face of the earth, because first of all, I think that he wants Rigathi Gachagua to be cleared so that he can run for president in 2027. Because now that the Court of Appeal had declared that the empanelment of the judge bench that had the case against impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua was illegal, there are hopes that the courts can actually clear him to run for office, or rather to be eligible to vie for any political office. And I think that is precisely what William Ruto wants, so that William Ruto can get himself out of this notion that people say that, oh, wewe ndio ulitoa mtu wetu kwa kiti. You see there is already an enmity between the people of the mountain and President William Ruto. And the president wants to clear himself. He wants to purge himself of these sins of having persecuted Rigathi Gachagua, having lied to the people of the mountain, having used their son to ascend to the presidency, and later on hurling him out of office. So if anything, claims of Rigathi being assassinated, I don't think those are things to go by now. This is just the same political script that Rigathi has been playing all along, that Rigathi has been telling the people, because every other meeting that Rigathi attends, there has to be chaos. At least tear gas has to be lobbed in any meeting that Rigathi Gachagua attends. At least he has to say that the president is, attempting to kill him, and so on and so forth. So I don't think this is a serious matter that should shake the emotions of the Kenyan people. But anyway, this is politics. Do let me know what you think in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more informative content such as this.